Gotta let them know I'm famous in my heart. Listen here, I'm here for the world to hear. And I'ma make sure they know what my name is. I just wanna end up famous in
I'm
their
so serious.
heart.
Probably why they be so damn curious. They furious. Easy got these ladies on some silly shit. Now what the dilly is, I'm going all out. Hey, I'm the talk of the town while y'all just saw a mouth. Here's a story about my quest to be rich. I'm like Beyonce and Kelly on some Destiny shit. Mr. 6 Mile, look me up, I'm somewhat a dream. Got my city like an addict, guess it's somewhat a fiend. For my team, anything less is uncivilized. Surprise, I'm seeing this world through clear eyes. And haters only make me more inspired to bless. On the clock right now, what the hell is the next? Like that feeling in your chest when you're ready to leave. Like that memory you had, you just couldn't believe. And we always got a little ammunition for y'all, cause we remember when they wouldn't even listen at all.
Listen here, I can't go another year. No, I can't be up in here complaining.
Everybody, welcome to episode 36 of the Jackson Report. I got two special guests with me today because we all share a common denominator. Even the person behind the camera, he shared with us because we all transplants to Austin. And the reason I wanted everybody on the show with me today is because for some reason I've been looking at this anti-transplant campaign, I should say, a campaign. It's like, welcome to Texas. Now get the fuck out unless you're from Texas. And that's how they feel. Like, but in my personal opinion, just my little humble opinion for the people that's always commenting under KXAN posts and KView posts, it appears that Texans don't like any other state that's making more money than them. So if you're from California, you're from New York, you're not welcome in Texas. Or basically, if you wasn't Texas born, you're not welcome to Texas. And to me, whereas it says we're supposed to be in the United States of America, bring your hungry, bring your poor, you're tired, bring them to America, just don't bring their ass to Texas. And that don't sit right with me. Like, so today, this show to me is personal because I'm not from Texas my damn self. I came down here not on my own accord, might I add. Like a lot of us didn't. It was just somewhere we ended up being. And we made the best of it. We got people cursing in behind the camera because they're mad that they even came to Texas and you don't want them fucking here. So today, I have Miss Mika from Words Are Hard, and I got my sis Patricia because she came a long way to get to America. So when I think about us being here in Austin and all coming from different parts of the country, even different parts of the world, I wanted to ask you ladies, like, what's y'all take on being not from Texas, but now making Texas home? How do y'all feel about it?
Patricia, why don't you go first?
Yeah, it's kind of like hard for me. The first months is like adjusting in here because I really don't have an idea about the culture that you all
Yeah.
have and how people would,
React?
react to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it's kind of like hard, but as I stayed in here in a few years, I mean, not few, but just 2 years. Yeah, it's kind of like grow in me, like kind of like love Texas.
Oh,
What do you love
wow.
about it?
It's just like the food, the culture too. Yeah,
So-
those kind of stuff. So it
That's-
kind of like missed me home as well that much because it's still a part of me. But right now I'm kind of like making this as my another home because
Right
my
on.
friends. Yeah, my boyfriend is in here too. So
Oh, yeah, the boyfriend did it.
yeah.
Yeah, it was the boyfriend for her. It was the boyfriend for her, ladies and gentlemen. Like, even like with you, Miss Mika, like you being from New Mexico, and it's kind of like almost like a neighboring state.
Yeah, it is.
What brought you to Austin, and what was it like when you first got here, as opposed to now?
Yeah, so I got here in 2015, wanted to come for school. I went to UT, went for engineering. So I experienced a lot of the culture at UT first. A lot of people come from different places. Most people were from Texas, though. And I noticed that they were super proud of being from Texas. So I was like, all right, why is everyone so big on Texas? Like, it's cool for now, but honestly, the people are super friendly here in Texas. I've never met friendlier people. And as I got into the culture more, I was able to see that, like, oh yeah, these are my people. They love music, they love family, they love God. Like, oh gosh, this is my place. And so
Right.
I've really grown to love it because one, I'm also more conservative. So I'm like, all right, cool. We have no state income tax. I
Right.
get more back in my taxes, and yeah, I mean, I get to constitutionally carry it. That's kind of the same thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess for me it was the constitutional carry. And the fact that it's almost like Texas is its own country in a way.
Totally.
Because you got the rest of the United States that does things their way. And then you come to Texas and it's like shell shock. Oh, we do our things a totally different way.
Totally.
So, but where the problem lies for me is not everybody was spoon fed. Not everybody was born into a trust fund. Not everybody was born into coming from old money back in the day. So you got people that's migrating from cities where they didn't have opportunities and they coming for the opportunities that lie here. And to me, I don't see nothing wrong with that, as opposed to where you got people that's actually from here feeling like all the out of towners coming to our good city and it's overcrowding it and it's ruining it. But there's a thing called evolution. Nothing in this world stays the same. The only thing that's forever is God. And if you expected the ways to just constantly stay the same, because to me, not to pat myself or the people I know on our backs, but I feel like a lot of us transplants have came to Austin and made Austin a little bit better. Like, it's not like we came and tried to ruin the culture or ruin anything. We came to be a part of the culture, but the people I've seen that has come here, like myself, are all movers and shakers. Like, for instance, even my producer that's in behind the camera, he's a mover and shaker. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, I don't really care what people say or think. I just do whatever I want.
Compared to California, though, because you've lived in California before, Gary, how do you like Texas compared to California?
California's a shithole. Texas is the greatest state I've ever lived in. I've lived in 6.
Really?
And it's the best by a pretty decent amount. Excuse me. I like living in Tennessee.
Really?
Tennessee's cool.
I've heard
Yeah.
really good things about Tennessee.
But yeah, Texas, man, guns and yeah, I'm just gonna stop there.
I'd say, I honestly, me coming from Detroit and coming down here, it was almost like a clean slate. Like when you leave from one of those cities, like a major city where it's like real kind of, like, dare I say, to be politically correct, urban, like they like to say, and you come to a city where
Urban.
it's kind of, and you come to a city where the pace is slowed down. Like, it took a lot for me to realize it was like 4:00 in the morning one night, and I was walking to the 7-Eleven, and I just was aimlessly walking, and I wasn't even without a care in the world. And I started thinking about it like, I can't do this at home. At 4 in the morning, you are not walking anywhere in Detroit or Ohio, for that matter.
Yeah, there's certain parts of Dayton that you'll get fucked up.
Yeah, you can't just go to the gate.
Yeah, same in Albuquerque. That's where I'm from. Like,
Well,
that's
the
still a thing like that.
Albuquerque's, correct me if I'm wrong, meth capital of the country.
You got it.
Yeah.
So it's houses blowing up there every other hour. Huh? Meth lab going wrong,
Pretty much.
but
No, I was kind of joking, but
We have
they
a
do have
drug problem.
a big meth problem.
Yep.
Same
Really?
It's back home.
what is that person on there saying in the comments? See, that's why we got the screen.
They said, "Say it again, Gary,"
"Oh man,
with a yeehaw emoji.
who the heck is that?" Danny.
Ms. Trish Bent.
Oh yeah. Oh, because because of the guns.
Yeah.
The guns. That's
Love me
it.
some guns,
She
brother.
likes guns.
Guns and booze is what Texas, guns, booze, and
God and football.
God, football, and live music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Ms. Trish, check out Maj Toure if you're into guns. He's the best gun advocate that exists.
Oh yeah. You talking about the guy that you was down at CPAC with, right?
Yeah.
See?
He runs a organization called Black Guns Matter, and it's about urban firearm education, safety, and empowerment. Firearm empowerment.
Yeah.
See, now I'm with the whole gun thing. But I don't know how I feel about this new law that they pushing through.
The constitutional carry.
I love it.
What does it entail, Gary? Can you tell me more about it?
It's
you don't have to have a license.
You don't,
you never should have had to have one. That's why it's called constitutional carry.
dude.
Yeah.
So I don't have to have a license to carry.
No, because you have the right to bear arms in the United States.
Okay.
Supposedly.
You do. It's your Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Gary you got a fan in Miss Trish, Gary.
Hey, somebody here said, "DeWitt, don't be putting that 4 a.m. terror on the east side. I walk all the time solo."
Who
Are
is
you
that?
a man?
Riverside Burn.
Oh man. Look, hey, Bernie, you already know. That's because once you become a fixture in the city of Detroit, like here's how my city works. Once you become respected and you become a fixture, like me, I'm good in any hood I go to in Detroit. And I feel like that because even with the music, and it just depends on the kind of person you are. Like it's almost like you connecting and making allies. Like my man Burns said with the east side, he from Riverside. That's on the east side of the city. And his hood, yeah, you can walk in your own neighborhood. Because I feel safe walking in my neighborhood at 4 a.m. But in Detroit, I'm not going to walk down Joy Road at 4 a.m. But when I came to Austin, apparently the Otorf area was supposed to be like that area. It was supposed to be rough.
I lived
And-
on Oldtorf twice.
And see, I was walking to the 7-Eleven and I didn't think nothing of it. I'm walking past a couple of strange people and I'm whatever, right?
It's different when you're a woman, though, walking on.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
too. It's
Yeah, now when
completely
you're a
different.
woman, I
used to
mean,
walk in the, around 12 a.m. on Riverside.
oh,
How was that?
wow.
Yeah.
How was that?
Now, see,
It's kind of like scary a little bit, but as you were, just living on the riverside, and I haven't been living in here that long, I was like just walking in there without even thinking that it's, one of the
Dangerous.
Hey,
dangerous.
talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Talk
Oh.
into
Yeah, it's just like one of the dangerous places here in Austin.
Yeah. Did you ever experience anything? Like, did anyone ever follow you?
Not really, thank God, but one of my roommates, she was just like walking in there and got chased by, a homeless
Oh
guy.
gosh.
that's it, and that's that's tending to be the problem. Like, I think that's why Austinites is mad that people come in here because they feel like the homeless problem is like parallel in Cali's, and it's not really the transplant's fault that that's happening. Like, you want to start where it needs to be started, and I can open a can of worms with it and dare say it has to start at the city council because if they hadn't have lifted the ban on camps, then you wouldn't have had people shipping their homeless people to Austin. Like, you think about it. If you're a cop in another state and you got all these homeless people in there and you constantly getting calls about them doing stuff, and you can just boil it down to, if I buy them a tent and a bus ticket, we can get rid of them. Like, I mean, what would you do? Like, needless to say, as bad as it sounds, I would be right at Walmart, $30 tent, and a $30 bus ticket. $60 just rid me of a month-long problem of paperwork and all of that stuff. So you think about it. This is why the street on Riverside looked like it looked. Why you get to 6th Street and it looked like it looked. Even with them supposedly lifting this ban. But the thing of it is you have people that will blame what the city council and the governor is doing on people that migrated here from different states. And that's where my problem lies. Anytime I see anything mentioned about a new law that's coming out that Abbott may be about to sign, or a new company coming to Austin, all of these comments I see always be, don't California my Texas. Oh, it's the New Yorkers. Oh, it's those
Yeah, you want the
Democrats.
cost of living to go up. That's why.
Well, the thing of it is
Do you want the cost of living to go up? do it. Just that question.
You can't. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've seen it drastically change because when I first got here in 2016, I seen apartments in the same area that I live in going for like 650, 725.
Yeah.
And now those same apartments is like 950, 1,000, 1,100. So but that means the value of the land around those properties are going up because
Which benefits real estate developers.
exactly. It
and-
doesn't really.
and other people. Yeah, you really don't want people moving here from other places.
I
If
mean,
if you want your city to maintain its culture and autonomy, then you don't want to have people from New York and California.
Yeah,
other-
because they're not
and-
going to be a part of the culture. They're going to
Yeah,
try to
it-
counter the culture.
Well, it depends. Sometimes people like to assimilate. I think that all of us are kind of like that. We didn't come here and start changing. Well, maybe a little bit, but I mean, it wasn't our prerogative to do that.
No, I mean, I think a lot of us landed here due to the opportunities presented once we arrived. And to the credit of a lot of us, we didn't come into Austin like, oh, it's the live music capital by humbug. Let's change it to the live cattle capital. or
No, you
something.
know who changed it to the live music capital?
Willie Nelson.
No, the city council. They voted on it.
See?
It wasn't something that came about naturally. It happened in the 90s. They did it on purpose to attract tourists and make money.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then-
the whole thing's a scam, man.
Right. So
To make money off of the people that have been living here for a long time.
exactly.
That's interesting because I've heard. I have a friend who lived in Nashville, and she said that I'm surprised that Austin's the music capital of the world because Nashville has way
Way
more
more.
live music. Yeah.
Way more.
Yeah.
So does New Orleans.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And Memphis
that's
for that matter. And honestly, parts of California do too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was a plot by the city council to bring in tourism money and convince people to build hotels here. That's all it was.
Exactly.
They don't give a fuck about musicians.
Now, what do you what do you think caused the influx of Cali and New York and Austin?
The horrible laws that California and New York have implemented.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the Mika, what do you call those people?
What people?
They're part of the Democratic Party, but they're like
Oh, the progressives?
Leftists?
Yes, I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about.
There's a lot of different words you could use to describe them, but they've developed just a bunch of laws that have just benefited people that are already wealthy.
Yeah.
And they're all Democrats, basically.
Yeah. So they made people start migrating to Texas, and a lot of Texans is worried that they're going to bring that same mentality here.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think the people that are moving out of New York and California are pretty much all, not all, but a large number of them are libertarians and conservatives that are sick of the
way
these
that
pretty shitty liberal policies. But that doesn't mean that those people are good either. You know what I mean?
right.
I hate everybody.
You are all equally worthless, Demir.
Yeah. I was going to say everybody, we're all equally. Like he spreads the hate equally. It's
There's
not.
definitely there are definitely people that are moving here. Like a lot of these real estate developers that are moving here, they're taking advantage of the liberal city council and the way they develop the laws, and the people that are coming here making money off of the liberal city council are conservative land developers.
Exactly.
They work together all the time. It's in tandem.
Exactly. And the thing of it is as a Texan, there's a way to solve it.
And what's that?
Change your city council. If you don't,
That's true. Hello, is someone calling in?
is someone calling in? Yeah, let's answer it, Gary.
Do I have your phone?
I don't know who this wireless caller is. I think we can answer it on there. Hello. Hello.
Hey,
What's up?
what's happening? Now, all this good talk about Texas. Should I just go ahead and pack up and just come down today?
Oh yeah, and who is this?
This is one of your brothers, G.
Oh, what's going on, Lou?
What's happening?
You the man. You said just pack up and come this way, huh?
I swear to God, it's
Hey,
something, man.
it's all the stuff you like down here, guns and
And
dogs.
look, I'm sitting here watching the live, and I'm like, everything sounds so juicy right now. I think I'm just gonna pack up and come.
You just gonna pack up the wagons and come to Texas, huh? Like
Okay,
it's
might as
it's
well.
it's basically you love it down here. It's guns and
Oh,
dogs, bro. It's guns and
guns,
dogs.
dogs, all the, you know what I'm saying? It's a free state. It's a free country. It's a country within a country. You feel me? Why not?
See, and I'm glad I did this show today because I actually did this show and I started the show off like really ticked off because I felt like a lot of Texans didn't want me here or us here coming from other states. But the problem is not us because we come in trying to get in where we fit in, and whereas other people
Right.
come in and trying to change the rules up. So I
Yeah,
mean,
and trying to make Texas adjust to them, and you can't do it, bro. It's like coming to your house, taking a shit on your toilet, and telling you to wipe my ass. You understand what I'm
That
saying?
is very true. That is so true.
That's one way to put it. I like that.
You can't do no shit like that, bro. You feel me? I
yeah,
can't go on your refrigerator and start making me a sandwich and I tell you, hey, nigga, cut this shit. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah,
Can't do it, bro.
yeah.
You
And
feel me?
see,
Respect is earned. You feel me? So when
exactly.
you come in, you got to come and talk to some people and make sure the things that you doing ain't hurting the things that they doing.
That makes sense. That
So you're
makes
not
sense.
stepping on toes, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to think it's a lot of people coming here because of that no state tax,
Hmm.
and they coming with that long money, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what's causing the rift.
Yeah, and
Yes,
that's what I
sir.
was saying. That the state of Texas is red, so they've got a bunch of really good laws for people to buy the land. And then people come to Austin who are conservative and have money and use the
Right.
corrupted liberal city council to buy up all the land around here and develop hotels and motels and then they change the laws so that people can camp on the street. You got a call coming.
We got another call coming in, bro. I appreciate you
Nah, I ain't
calling
even
in
finished, cuz. I love you
And
to
when
hell,
you
you
and
hear
when
me?
you get
for sure.
when you allow for homeless people to did you answer that?
Here we go. What's good, bro? Hello.
When they passed that camping ban, what happened was there was an influx of homeless people to Austin as well, and with all the real estate being developed and the property values going up, there's also local people being displaced, and then Adler and Co. used that to convince people that they needed to buy more properties to house the homeless, and they bid out those contracts to their friends and get kickbacks from it.
See,
So it's like I said, it's you. While we live in Austin, it's the blue star in the red state. You get all the benefits from living in a culturally diverse city with a lot of
it's coming back. Hold
You
on.
should put your phone on vibrate.
Yeah, it's on vibrate.
Are you gonna answer it?
Yeah, I'm answering this time. What's up, bro?
What's up, dog?
You?
That's y'all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You thinking
Watch
about coming
y'all.
to Texas too?
Hell no.
Why not? It's great.
I'm Detroit at heart, mind, body, and soul. I ain't going nowhere.
That's fair. That's fair.
Now, I ain't got nothing against Texas. If I was to get more money than I had times four, then I, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't mind having a house in New York or a spot in like a Texas or a Cali. But living, I'm financially, spiritually, and mentally straight where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, but you got to think you can come to a state where there's no state taxes, so all that money you getting won't get taxed.
Mm-mm. You'll
Yeah,
get
but
it back.
really, honestly, it's not more than my kids and then my career is like it's built here. It's probably another one of my companies in Texas, but unless I go to the next two positions where I have to get relocated to have that position before I become a general manager, then I ain't going nowhere. But I am going that route. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere. I just don't know where.
And that's honestly what got a lot of people transitioning from like their home states to new states.
That's just how my job do it. Our program, you an AGM, you have to go to another state or just another location.
Yeah.
And once you are a proven AGM, you go through all the little trials and tribulations. They make you a GM.
See, now imagine with the carpet cleaning company in Texas, all that's you. No tax, no state tax on it. And there's so many programs implemented that help entrepreneurship
Hey,
down
man.
here.
Long as there's some people that's happy in Texas, like I'm happy in Detroit, that's all that matters, man. I'm just calling a check on y'all.
Oh yeah. You know he said
This motherfucker's trying to get you to move out here like right now. Like drop everything, get the fuck out of here.
I got a 2-year-old son and a 12-year-old daughter. I ain't going nowhere.
exactly. And I see you got that good boat party coming up.
Yeah, I ready to boat for 3 hours.
Okay.
And I got a after party after that. Yep. So going down, I'm ready to boat, party bus, and the after party after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. For the birthday.
What's the topic of the day? Hey, so look, I did hear, like, even with your new gun law, the part that I don't like, because I don't care about the constitutional Second Amendment, where you gotta
the right
you don't
to carry.
have to have a license. You don't have a license to carry. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? If I could buy the gun and I'm legit, why do I have to have a license to carry it? Like
100%.
You just make an extra stipulation to something that don't have to be this asinine just for me to carry a weapon. Once I get past the background check and I actually got the gun,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what is me shooting somebody going to do with me just carrying it and having my shirt open, or just having a regular law that we got down here in Michigan, anyways, with open carry? Why just have my shirt up?
Yeah.
You know
Like
what I'm saying? It's a little bit of leeway, but the only thing I don't like that y'all got going on down there is people can be mentally
yeah.
disordered and they can go get a gun.
Yeah.
They don't do they say they ain't doing no background checks down there.
Oh no, it's still the federal background check. It's just not no state.
You still have to go through the NICS system. So an insane person still wouldn't be able to get a gun. It's the same it's across all the states.
Yeah. It's just the fact down here, you don't have to have a license to carry no more, and you can carry
I
that.
was hearing it to the fact that like you can turn 18 and just go get a gun.
No,
straight go get a gun.
I think you got to be 21 down here.
21.
Is it?
Or
I
whatever the
thought it
age
was 21 for handguns.
Yeah,
18.
You probably know more, Gary.
it's
18.
18 for assault rifles and stuff, right?
Well, assault rifle isn't really a real term, but
They had it whatever was passed down there. They was talking about it on the Breakfast Club. They were saying where mentally disordered people can get their hands on guns now, with whatever the new gun law.
They can get it off the black market. I mean, anyone
Yeah.
can, just like how people can
No,
get drugs, like they can find anywhere, just how people can do anything that's not legal.
Yeah.
They'll still find a way to do it.
True.
yeah. I mean, the NICS system is what they use. It's federal, so it's the same across every state. I mean, you can do it. You can do a private sale.
Gary, what does AR actually stand for?
Armalite.
Cool.
Yeah. Everybody thought AR stood for assault rifle, and that's not what it is.
Yeah.
That's not what it is.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, assault rifles just made up.
Yeah.
It's made up by anti-gun lobbyists.
Yeah.
That's not even a real term.
It's to fearmonger.
Man. I keep doing the thing, man. I like the show, man.
Appreciate
I'll peep in
you.
every once in a while on a Tuesday.
Appreciate
Peep in real
you.
quick. I was at Popeyes in this long ass line. I'm like, let me go ahead and look at the show for a minute.
For sure.
Because I'm about to be in this line for 20 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
See.
But no, keep doing your thing, man. I definitely like it.
For sure.
Appreciate
Appreciate
you,
you,
man.
bro.
All right.
All right, for sure. See, you never know what's gonna happen on the show. You never know what's gonna happen. Like, cause if I'd have known, I would have my producer in the background. I just knew it was gonna be Chuck. I had so many questions about Westlake, but since it's the producer, now we get to ask about Ohio. Because he's from Ohio, Phoenix, California, Texas. That's what we gonna say he's from. Like, he's from Dayton, Ohio. And of course, being from Detroit, we know a lot about Dayton because it was a big feud between Detroit and Dayton for a while.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's the only place that's shittier than Detroit.
I didn't know. I didn't know if Dayton was worse than Detroit. I know we used to.
No, I was kidding, man. Detroit. I'd been up there for hockey tournaments growing up, and we would go. I mean, I've been into some games up there and whatnot.
Yeah.
But when I was maybe 2008, 2009, after the housing crisis, whoa, that was the worst place I've ever been in my life.
Man, because it looked like it after so
at
long.
That point in my life, you know what I mean? I was probably 15.
It was bad because it looked like baby Beirut up there.
Somebody said, "Now hold on, now." After I just said that, no, I actually do like Detroit.
Yeah, who is that?
Young Boss.
Yeah,
Detroit definitely coming back.
No, it is.
It
the,
is.
The last time I was in Detroit, it was much nicer, much nicer.
Yeah, like when I just went back home earlier this year, I was surprised at the city because I went downtown and honestly saw stuff like, dang, I if I didn't know it like off memory, I would have got lost because they like redeveloping the city. It's a lot of
They working on
development
those
going
fucking
on.
potholes or what?
Man, no, you know what? It's a double-edged sword with the pothole situation up north because that rock salt splits the asphalt. It eats through it. So I can understand like why down here they use sand, but on the same note, I can't understand it when we got stuff like the freeze. Yeah, when it's like that deep freeze. Oh yeah, he commenting like a mug.
Well, it's two people.
Oh yeah.
LaTanya Thurman.
Oh, what's up, sis? What'd she say?
She said, "Yeah, Detroit's coming up, baby." And she said, "Hell no." I assume she's referring to
The potholes.
the Michigan potholes, which are like none other in the fucking world.
No, you can hit a Michigan pothole and it'll change your fucking mind. Like you, you could be going somewhere
You
mad.
hit a Michigan pothole, it'll change your fucking life.
Exactly. You can hit a pothole on your way mad to the mug, knowing you finna go cuss your girl out and hit the pothole. Like,
You could drive into a Michigan pothole.
yeah, you can. Like,
You'll end up in fucking China, man. Those fuckers are deep.
hey, you got people who done ruined brand new cars, just got it fresh off the lot, hit a pothole, and now they need a whole front end on that mug. Like,
LaTanya said, potholes are like a pool with no water.
hey, look, I'm not just gonna sit idly by while y'all rag on my state. I'm quite sure you can get abducted by strange spaceships in New Mexico. Like, yeah.
That's just one part of New Mexico. It's fine.
Listen, I believe the government story that was a fucking weather balloon that they were testing out in Roswell.
You think?
That's what the government says.
Oh, so since when did you start believing the government?
Since they told us to.
Since they told me I need to get a vaccine to go outside. That shit is insane. Why would you ever listen to a government that constantly lies? I mean, this is the same government that was part of this. These people they're related to people that were active in the slave trade.
Oh yeah.
I mean, come on. You believe them? You think they're telling you to get something, a shot in your arm for your health?
And they're
Get the
incentivizing
fuck
it
out.
like crazy too. Like, oh, you'll get free alcohol if you get the vaccine. You'll get free burgers if you get the vaccine. Like, why do they want to get us? Why do they want to
Why-
get us
why-
so
why
badly?
Why do they want to do that? Let me tell you why. Because big pharmaceutical companies lobby to these politicians to tell us to go get that shit. 'Cause They know that the
Exactly.
amount of money they'll make from government kickbacks is going to be more than what it costs to hand out a couple of fucking cheeseburgers at Wendy's, man.
Exactly.
Why do they want us to be fat? Why couldn't they give us like
America-
a gym membership or something?
Because
or you'll get.
America is the country of obesity. You didn't know?
Hey, we're number 2 in the world.
Oh, who beat us finally?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Oh, there's something you don't see.
Listen,
every
you ever
day.
seen what happens to a Mexican woman when they turn 32?
Oh shit!
Oh, God, what are you
Here we
gonna
go. And here we go.
They blow up like a fucking balloon.
Oh shit!
It's all the tortillas, man.
You're not wrong.
Like, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man. You know what? Never mind.
I know where you were going.
Yes.
Yeah.
How about those Cowboys?
how about them damn Cowboys? Because I know where he was going too, and
Yeah.
dare I say, no, we don't.
We do not need to go there.
No, because I almost went somewhere off impulse, hyped up, like, yeah, nothing's more scoring than, and would have been all kind of flagged. Oh yeah, people talking all kind of stuff. They don't.
What are they saying? They don't want.
Why didn't they feed us when we were hungry before the pandemic?
Mm-hmm.
This
This reminds me of the Tuskegee experiment.
Yeah,
Way too much.
they wanted to see. They was trying to depopulate. Only the strong will survive. So if you're still standing, you're considered one of the strong ones.
It's not even FDA approved. They approved it in a state of emergency, so it's like
I'm
so
telling
it's not
you, listen,
approved. But
everybody
in an
that took the
emergency, it's
Pfizer,
approved.
everybody that took the Pfizer vaccine look to be horny within the next 2 to 3 years, and you ain't gonna be able to control it. You're gonna be I'm telling you, that's gonna be the next epidemic rolling around. It's gonna be a bunch of horny dudes and females running around.
You know, most of the people
What?
who got the vaccine were actually obese. Like 80% of the people who died of COVID, sorry, not got the vaccine. 80% of people who got COVID and died from it were actually obese.
See,
So now they're incentivizing this vaccine and, putting fast food and junk food as the incentive.
Well, there were also people. There was
Yeah.
somebody giving out. They were giving out trucks and guns in West Virginia.
Were they really? That's so funny.
Yeah,
I didn't know
so
that.
he said, why didn't they feed us when we were hungry before the pandemic? They didn't, because that burger will tempt you to get a shot that kills you eventually.
yep.
Facts. Facts, no printer love.
Yeah,
That's it.
the thing that blows my mind the most is that all my buddies that are, not all of them, but some of them, like Ted was somebody who did not do this, so I respected this his sentiment. But a lot of my buddies, one of my family members died when he got the vaccine.
Oh wow,
Tanya said that. She said one of my fam died when he got vaxxed.
that's
That's
fucked
insane.
up.
Yeah, well, there's been thousands of people that have died from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say, like, I was talking to Ted about this because Ted's pretty pretty progressive, right? He's pretty left wing, and he was, I got my own political theories, but I was like, man, you notice how all these people we know that we're all anti big pharma, and now all of a sudden they're vouching for the pharmaceutical companies that are developing these vaccines, and he's like, yeah, I know, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It doesn't make any sense. It's not aligned with their principles at all.
no, it's not. It's not. I mean, and honestly, the most money I think Big Pharma made was within this COVID year because every fucking thing was COVID.
Yeah.
Everything. You be like, I got pink eye. That's a symptom of COVID. You got COVID-19. Now you got to go home and
Yeah.
quarantine
And flu rates went down like 98%.
because everything was COVID.
Because COVID is pretty much the flu.
That's it.
It is.
You know that old people die from the flu, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They just never record. They
Kids
just
die
never
from the
took
flu,
into
too.
account this much recording of deaths and all of
No,
that.
it's the reason that they don't get they called it COVID was because they wanted to sell another vaccine. They already have a vaccine for the flu, so it's not making them as much money.
Exactly.
And guess what? How many of y'all got the flu vaccine?
I have not gotten a flu
I have
vaccine
not got
in
that.
years.
Yes, you did. No, if you had it once, and now they keep changing it every year, saying
Yeah,
it's a
I haven't
strand.
gotten it in years though. Like
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably got it like when I was, I don't know, the last time probably like 18. But
okay, you see my point though?
yeah.
Nobody gets the flu shot. So they
No.
needed to make another fucking thing so they could sell more fucking shots.
And that makes
it's
sense.
so simple.
I-
And then everybody's like, it's not a conspiracy. You're crazy. And I'm like, you're dumb.
And guess what?
You're an idiot if you don't realize that's how wealthy people stay rich.
Remember on Looney Tunes when Bugs Bunny would be getting chased by Elmer Fudd or something, and he turned and Elmer run off the cliff, and then in the middle of the cartoon, he turned from Elmer Fudd to like a sucker.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a jackass.
Yeah.
That's what he turned into.
He had turned into either a jackass or a sucker. Here's the thing. I took the vaccination, right?
Okay.
But I did it with my parents in mind because I'm thinking, okay, I'm immunocompromised and I took the vaccination. But right lately, though, dare I say, I'm man enough to be able to admit, I honestly think all of us that took the vaccine and people was talking about, oh, I got sick afterwards. We just took a new form of a flu shot and they added a different name to it because the flu vaccine. You think about how they put it, free flu shots, and people be like, oh, give a fuck about the flu shot at CVS and all of that. Guarantee you by this time next year, it'll be free COVID shots. And now everybody gonna be running out getting it. Soon as you get, now everything gonna be COVID. The common cold gonna be COVID. Everything, because they scared you with all these symptoms like, are you having headaches? Does your ear feel ringing? When you take 2 steps, does the bottom of your foot hurt? Please go to the doctor now. You might have COVID. Like, everything gonna be COVID for this next few years until it just becomes like every day, the allergies, the cold. But they had to give a new title so people would run out and be scared enough. And they did it with fear mongering.
Mm-hmm.
They did.
They did.
Yeah,
99% of people recover from this disease
exactly.
or this virus. Why are we so scared of it?
And see, the thing of it is, I didn't think it was a vaccine for a virus. I never thought it was a vaccine for a virus. I thought with a virus, the virus had to just run its course.
Mm-hmm.
So how could you vaccinate something that has to run its course? Unless you gave everybody the virus. Because think about it, 24-hour virus. You get it, it has to run through you. And then it passes on to another host. So I looked at it like, that was my only about the whole vaccine thing. Like, how could you vaccinate something that's a virus and it has to run its course? There's no way you could just stick it in somebody. And then I think, honestly, we all had it.
I had it in January.
I think we all had it and just didn't know it because
April.
Okay, cool.
yeah, I think none of us knew what it was because they hadn't announced it yet. And we all probably had it. So this was the biggest heist in American history.
Yeah.
The biggest heist in American history.
Because we recently just found out that it probably did come from a Wuhan lab.
And today's show was powered by El Chapo's niece. And we got Manny Pacquiao's daughter on the show with me.
And Biggie Small's cousin.
Hey,
Exactly.
This camera's about to die.
Hey, what time is it?
Yeah, what time is it?
7.
All right.
We started 15 minutes late, so we're only at 42 minutes.
Today the show is
Listen. The audio will still be recorded. I think I just need to change the battery real quick.
so look, y'all.
Look, this is what you get when Charlie is at another job, all right?
This is why we love Charlie. Gary, you're fucking fire.
Listen, I'm much more entertaining than Charlie,
Yeah.
but I kind of
He
don't know
not
what
as
the fuck I'm
technical
doing.
as Charlie.
You know what I mean?
That's what, listen, this is what makes the show something fun that I do every week because it's just like a breath of fresh air. I get to kick it with my friends. I get to speak to all my other friends. I get to honestly enlighten people in some way, fashion, form, or another. And this week, I got to speak a lot of filth in front of Miss Mika, even though we have like a lot of spiritual conversations. And that's just kind of like she's kind of like really a spiritual mentor of mine because we bounce a lot of spiritual talk off each other whenever I get to do her show or whenever I have her on my show. But this week, Miss Mika,
You are the captain.
yeah, I think he knew I was gonna be in heathen mode this week because it was just a lot. It was just a lot of stuff. And then Gary was coming on the show. You can't be a saint when you out with Gary. Like, that's corny.
That's facts.
What did I do?
You don't even know what he did. You can't just be solely righteous when you go out with Gary. You got to kind of straddle the fence a little bit. Right? you have to, or else it's gonna be corny. Like,
That's true. That's very true.
and then I'm like, honestly, for my sis to do something like of this magnitude when she don't even like being in front of cameras. Like she's more comfortable being behind the camera. Like she'll take all of the pictures, she'll do all of the video shoots and all of that. But to have you in front of the camera, like I'm so honored, like for you to be here and doing this. Like,
Thank you for having me here too.
oh yeah, I mean, and I told you it was just gonna be like nothing. Like we sitting around talking and shooting the shit, and people calling in, and we be having fun, and it's always something, exciting going on. So the clip might even be when the camera died. Like we had a good ass time every time I get to do my show. Like, and this week I knew it was gonna be different because of that fantabulous promo video that Charlie and Gary put together for me that I can't seem to structure right when I try to post it on Instagram because I got a damn Android and I'm not team iPhone just yet because I'm po, y'all. So y'all see
You know
the
why?
Cash
You
App
know why I
going
do it?
down. Why?
You ain't with it.
I'm not with it. And see, that's it. Am I with it or not? I'm not with a goddamn iPhone. But y'all see the Cash App scrolling at the bottom of the screen. I'm poor. I can't afford an iPhone. So if y'all would like for the show to keep transcending upwards,
Start a GoFundMe for DeWitt, y'all. Real fans will start a GoFundMe.
exactly, real fans, y'all see the Cash
Real fans
App.
and real friends.
Exactly, real fans and friends, y'all see the Cash App. We accepting all donations, dollars, 2, 3, 4, whatever you can spare. Just shoot it to the Cash App so DeWitt can get an iPhone because apparently an iPhone's needed so I could post clips and do all of the fun things that Gary called me on the week. Like, I told you about this a month ago, didn't I? And I'm like Gary.
That's a good impression of him.
He do.
Yeah, Gary's always yelling.
No, I'm not.
See, now he's sounding all calm.
I'm a composed person.
Yeah. Who was that? What was that one talk show radio host name? She always hosted like a late night show. Delilah. You're basically Delilah.
Yeah, he's so calm.
So
Gary
calm.
be so calm.
You should do ASMR.
When he get on he be like, "Wait, that video looks like shit. Take it down." And I was trying to. I was trying. If it got false media tag to it, Gary be on your ass about it. What that looks like shit. Take that down. And for some reason, Instagram wouldn't let me take it down. I was trying to take the damn video back down, and they was like, "This video can't be deleted." I'm like, "Well, damn, it's just all right. Well, y'all just did what y'all wanted to do. Just basically tell me we need to do a TikTok, y'all. This is what we need to do.
Okay.
We need to do a TikTok where I'm you, you me, and she you, or she Gary. I don't know how we could do
Fuck
it.
did you just say?
Yeah, we need to do a TikTok.
Okay.
We need to do
Okay.
a
Wait, why
TikTok.
are we each other though?
Why are we each other?
Yeah.
Because a pluribus unium. Out of many shall come one.
I like
That's
that.
why.
I like that.
We all in America. Out of many should come one. We come here as Detroitigans and New Mexicans and Filipinos and Ohioans, but we all ended up.
I just realized that the only person not on camera is the white man.
Oh,
As it
I
shit.
see
should
how it
be.
is. I
Oh,
see how it is.
shit. My, how
You've
the
had your
tables-
time.
My, how the tables have turned.
Our time now. You're the minority.
It's about time.
White man in the back now.
Oh, who's at the
Right.
back of the bus
and
now?
prices have increed 400%.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
We forgot who controls it. It's like,
Oh, wow. Wow. The only reason that we don't have a camera over here is because Charlie fucked it up.
damn, Charlie get fired even when he going to do another job. Like, that's
No, he's working. He's doing a job for me right now.
oh well, yeah, he ain't.
He's
fired.
going over to 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu to record some promos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that place kicks ass, man.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go check it out. Like, I've been saying I've been wanting to get more involved because Gary, you be out. Like Gary be out on a nightly basis. Like he got the key to the city.
Hustling.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't ever sleep.
yeah. Dude, I thought I took somebody to the Red Rose doing Lyft one night and hadn't left him 5 minutes and had to go right back to him because he was so geeked up. He got out and left everything in my car. Like I had to, had to take it back to him. And I've yet to go in there, and I wondered. Like somebody said the food was good, and I was like,
I've never
At Red Rose?
I've
Yeah.
never ordered the food there, but I heard they have good steak.
yeah. Somebody was like, the food there is
They
amazing.
serve steak at strip clubs?
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I've never been to a strip club.
you didn't know?
Me too.
Yeah. No, I didn't know. I thought that they'd serve you like fries and like fried pickles and shit.
Strip clubs are the original Steak and Shake. You didn't know?
No.
Why do you think it's called steak?
And
And
shake.
shake.
That's funny.
Exactly.
Clever.
Sizzle and wiggle. They give it to you.
Man, hey, dude, I went to this place. I forget what it was called, but it was a topless. Well, my friend John told me it was a topless pancake house
Oh, wow.
on the way to Florida for CPAC, and then you know what it turned out to be?
What's that?
The shittiest strip club in history
Oh,
with this food that tasted like cat shit. And you know what? It was called Cafe Risque. And you know who I took in there?
Who did you take?
Charlie.
Oh, damn.
And Charlie, this is all he said, bro. He comes out of the place, and he goes, "Man, it's really hard to focus on on eating my hash browns when there's pussy right in my face."
Oh, shit. Like, so, what would you like, Charlie? Give me the ass and hash. How about-
And I'm not making this up. And then he goes, "I think I'm just gonna eat first and then look at the pussy."
Well, what? Oh, I need. Oh.
Dude, I could not have asked for a better fucking sidekick than Charlie.
Man,
He needs to watch this.
look,
Everything that we've done over the years
Uh huh.
has been like, it would have been half as good without him. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, yeah, Chuck is hilarious, bro. Like,
He's the opposite of me
yeah,
in
Gary.
every way.
Yeah, it's like y'all make a perfect balance. 'cause
Yeah.
Chuck, and then Chuck be so quick with the one-liners because we was on the show with Trish talking, and he came out the blue like, "Yeah, I remember one birthday I wished for 1,000,000 cookies." I was like, "What made him think of 1,000,000 cookies?" I'm like, man, damn, dude. Like today been real cool because honestly, that was the highlight of like my whole show. Like, welcome to Austin, I get out. But the fact that all four of us didn't originate from Austin. We weren't born in Austin, but we here and we making it home now.
Mhm.
Like, I guess now I can officially say Austin is home. I've
Oh,
been here
yeah.
almost 6 years now. Like,
Mhm.
the time seemed like it flew by too. Like,
Mhm.
just a while ago, I was walking up to the door, seeing Gary park cars and calling him my racist brother. And now, now,
He's still your racist
I
brother.
get to call him. Yeah, I get to call him my racist producer. He cracked it with. But listen, for those that don't know, that's an inside joke that's been going on because we don't need some asshole like Gary's a fucking racist, and then because people take stuff so literal
Yeah.
when you on social media. Now Gary is like really a brother to me. Like honestly, Gary one of them dudes I know I can call and be like, "Bro, I just came home. They broke in my house. I'm still trying to see what stuff is at." And before I get off the phone, you'll be pulling up like, "How the fuck did you know where I live?" I heard of the Verde. And it was just, if for nothing else, an excuse to be able to use his weapon and see how the range been treating him. But
Yeah.
yeah, like, but no, we have fun. It's been fun. Like, I probably wouldn't even be doing this, but Gary kind of convinced me to do it. 'Cause I don't know why when he first talked about it.
Why?
Huh?
How did this happen again? I was
I
was
wanted to
saying
be
we were
on
going to
his
start
show.
live streaming things, and you had a one-off comment like, "Yeah, I'd love to
No, I
do a radio show or something."
remember. I was like, remember it was me and you, and I said, "When you gonna have me on your podcast?" And he was like, "I don't do that no more, do it." And he was like, "You ever thought about doing a podcast? Maybe you should do one." And I'm like,
Oh, because you wanted to see if we could have people call in.
yeah,
And you and I's conversation in my old kitchen was why I started doing this for everybody, because I realized that there's a lot of people that want to do that same thing.
exactly.
And you wanted us to figure out how to do Skype calls and tickers and all this stuff. So I just had Charlie do it. 'Cause I was-
look, it's so, you know what's amazing though, Gary, honestly and truthfully, sometimes you got to give people their flowers when they still here. And like, not only is he like the producer, but he's like really like my brother, and he really like a good friend. And to see what we did with just my show, like if y'all go back on my YouTube channel and look at the beginning stages, I'm sitting in a room with a bear face, or was it like dead ass animals on the wall?
I
And
don't remember what it was, but there was a what do you call that? Trophy,
yeah,
like a trophy head
yeah.
of some animal. Yeah, no, it was on the wall. That was at a completely different person's house.
And and then it went to Charlie house, and I remember Gary like, man, fuck this. One day I just need to buy a house and make my own studio.
Yeah, and then you know how long it took for me to do that?
Like 2-3 weeks later, it was.
Yeah, it was. I'm insane.
It was.
It's weird, dude. When I'm in it, in the middle of it, trying to figure shit out, I think this is a logical approach. And then later, I think I bought a house because I wanted to produce DeWitt's podcast. And I did it in like 3 weeks. I just called this guy and started yelling at him. I was like, "Hey, I need a fucking house. I'm producing this guy's podcast."
And it blew up. Like, and now look at him, 14, 15 podcasts in, like, amazing.
Yeah, and we're making a bunch of. Well, I don't really make shit. My mom's the one that does the finances. It's technically her company. She doesn't pay me shit. She's like, "You're lucky. I even love you." And I'm like, "All right, listen, lady."
And see, it's crazy.
Charlie, most of the expenses for the business go to Charlie and go to the mortgage.
And,
But you know, it is what it is.
and the thing of it is, I seen it go from.
I'm in crippling debt. It is what it is. I'm like barely paying my fucking credit card bills. My mom's like, "Yeah, figure it out." Like,
I seen it go. I honestly seen it go from damn near like a camcorder to like 7 cameras.
Oh.
There's the
And
camera.
the camera's off. And that is great.
It went from a camcorder to
Complete blackness.
yeah.
So we in Jay-Z mode to end the show for y'all. And I think the clip gonna be that cutting off. Like the night the lights went out in False Studios. How about that? But y'all can still hear me.
Hey,
So-
that went for 58 minutes, so we actually.
Oh, we actually hit the time. So I'm gonna end the show.
I mean, I'm gonna have to dock Charlie some pay, but
Yeah, I'm gonna hit. Don't dock Charlie, because I'm gonna leave y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all with a good thought.
Yeah.
You see, we speaking in the dark now, but before we had y'all in the light, because we only speak the truth here at False Media and on the Jackson Report. So I'm saying thanks to my sister Patricia and my homie and the sis Mika, even Gary, because today's show was just a live conversation and we had fun and it was laughs and people calling in and we got to speak our views on how we felt moving to Austin. But I'm gonna leave y'all with something like this: like, you could never change anything unless you're willing to change yourself. So for all of us coming to Austin with our different points of views, coming from different cultures, we come into somebody else's culture and we got to compromise and agree to change with that. So since we all came and we like the constitutional carry and we all and for carrying the guns and
Woo!
how liberal Texas is or how wide open Texas is, let's welcome others with open arms. Like, because I didn't believe it was the United States of Texas. I thought it was the United States of America. So I believe it's all of us. It's not just a Texas thing. It's a United States thing. So we should welcome Californians and New Yorkers with open arms, just like we were welcome to Texas. And that's just my standpoint on it. Even though they coming and fucking stuff up in a lot of ways, but still they people just like we are, and you never know their reasons for getting out of where they left. So on that note, appreciate y'all for tuning in, even though y'all can't see me. But for a lot of y'all, this probably looked like a replica of me because I done heard I was a black ass a lot of times. So
This is what you look like at 11:59.
and she snaring you one. This what I'm going out dressed as is on Halloween. So good night, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.